What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Joseph, and welcome to Fiction and Flow. Today, I got another treat for you. As you can see, I got my boy Zack in here again.
What's up, everybody? I said, "What's up, everybody?" Glad to be back here.
All right, all right. And today we are talking about strong female protagonists, right? So I know Zach and I both love, strong woman characters in the books, and we kind of had a big discussion about these and like what are some of the best graphic novels with these strong female protagonists. What do you want to say about that real quick, Zach?
Listen, there's so many. I was talking to you off camera about this. I think that this genre, especially in graphic novel form, there's a boatload of them, man. I feel like in
Man,
regular print form, not print form, books, like regular books, everybody. I feel like it's hard to find those. I don't know because maybe the publishing don't like them, but I feel for graphic novels, there's so many like characters that are leads.
right.
There's so many writers. I mean, you know, more so than a regular book is what I'm saying. In comparison to a regular book, I think there's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah, because when you look at some of the mainstream books, I mean, we have a fair amount of female characters out, but not that many solo books. So they kind of get overshadowed sometimes by the bigger, male characters or the group or get put into a group setting. So you don't get to see their own book shine as much.
Yeah.
So we want to talk to you all today about a couple of our favorites and something that we really like that we want to share with you that maybe everyone doesn't know about. So I'm going to kick it off right away with the one that came out not too long ago that I saw from the first issue and I just had to get it. And it's called Far Sector. So I want you to check this out, this premise. It is about a new female Green Lantern. Her name is Sojourner Mullen. And the way she got her ring is kind of mysterious. They kind of hint at it a little bit, but it's not like everyone else's ring. It's a different Green Lantern ring and it has different abilities. So she still can make whatever she wants, but it's limited by some other things. It's like hers operates off of time versus like just the willpower. So she has a time that it resets itself. It doesn't have to charge in the actual lantern, but there's a time limit. So the whole premise, there's this part, and it's called the Far Sector. It's like really far out in the galaxy. No one's really there. It's a planet with about 20 billion people. And this planet has been at peace for over 500 years. Like there's been just peace among these three species. All of a sudden, there's this murder. And she is a former police officer, so she's sent there to investigate and try to figure out what happens. I mean, if you like sci-fi, thriller, a little mystery, a little noir mixed in, this is the book for you. You got to check out Green Lantern Far Sector.
And I just want to piggyback off what you said. I remember you telling me about this book. That I like the different time play with the ring is cool. I like just taking it far out from any other Green Lantern mythos. Is this canon? This is canon, right?
Yes,
When they go
it
out
is
that far?
now canon.
Oh,
So
yeah.
before I was like, when does this take
Yeah,
place?
that's
Is
what I
it
meant.
in the past, future, wherever? But after her own adventures in Far Sector, she has now been brought into the regular DC universe, and she is currently working with other Green Lanterns, and they're kind of like trying to figure out who she is and how she got her powers.
Smart. I like it.
So Zach, what's one of your picks?
I kind of cheated, okay, everybody, but I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make this work. My pick right now is Black Hammer. Okay, boom.
Oh,
Specifically, Black Hammer Reborn. It's about well, it's written by Jeff Lemire. Sweet Tooth, Descender, Ascender. If you haven't read those before, but Black Hammer is a jam. Reborn, Black Hammer Reborn. It's about the daughter of the original Black Hammer and how she picks up the hammer and becomes essentially, I don't know, the Superman of this realm, this universe. But the way Jeff Lemire writes is it's more of about her life. Like her life's crumbling apart. She's about to get a divorce. Her kids don't like her,
wow.
and then she has to be a superhero on top of that. And it's written in that way of it's a heartfelt story with the superhero in the background. I just love the look of it. Looks like
Yeah.
retro 70s. It's kind of
Yeah.
pulling in I'm getting like John Henry vibes, Steel from
Yes,
DC.
yes, that
Yeah,
makes
right.
sense.
So it looks pretty
Yes, it
dope.
looks like it has. I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off.
No, go ahead,
But from the
go ahead.
sound of it, it seems like it's one of those things that deal with the superhero duality, like trying to be balance that life between I'm a superhero, but I also live a normal life. And this is why a lot of superheroes don't get involved in relationships or kind of just hang out with other superheroes, kind of like juxtaposition to like Hollywood and celebrities, right?
Yeah.
Like they kind of have to merge between dealing with either getting with other celebrities because they kind of understand a little bit versus just the average person who may get run over in this industry.
I 100% agree with you. You definitely get the feel that she's an average person. But just to kind of piggyback off that, it's actually a spin-off of the original Black Hammer written by Jeff
Oh,
Lemire. That's why I kind of threw that in there. But what makes this so good is that in the original Black Hammer, they have all these characters, and Jeff Lemire makes one-offs of all those characters.
oh wow.
Yeah, so this one's really, really good. You should pick it up, especially if you like Jeff Lemire and you like that style of writing, that heartfelt style, realistic kind of realism, I guess, surrealism.
Okay, all right. It's I mean I'm interested. I haven't read it before, but now I'm very curious. Okay. One of my picks is one that's really close to me because it takes place in the city of Chicago. Originally, that's where I'm from, so a little hometown love. But this is a book called Skyward. So about 20 something years ago, there was an event called G-Day. And basically what happened is that the Earth lost a large percent of its gravity. And so on G-Day, everyone kind of like was flipping out. A lot of people died. And then people figured out how we're going to survive in this now low gravity Earth. Like this whole thing is totally different. So it's about this girl named Willa Flower, and she's like a delivery person, if you will, like a parcel delivery thing where she goes around doing things. And it's about like this company that's kind of like really big and taking over. And she discovers that her father worked for this company. And so that's not really where the twist comes in. The twist comes in is that her father was one of the lead scientists who helped discover, he kind of predicted that we were going to lose gravity. She's going on this journey to figure out like how everything turned out the way it is now. And I love it because it's a big sci-fi thriller, and it really talks about how people get around using different ways of transportation now. So like they use these cables to hook onto everything, and they use like fire extinguishers to give them momentum. So and they have like there's definitely some class system because like the really rich, they have these boots that let them walk on the ground normally. So like they're on a regular building doing everything normally, while other people have to learn how to deal with it. And one of the craziest things that happens is when it rains. So it's like because it's low gravity, rain can come and it will just accumulate in like this big bubble. And if you get caught in it, it's like you have to kind of try to swim out because if you're stuck in it, you're just going to drown because it doesn't just fall like normally. It kind of comes to a point and then it kind of just spreads and moves around. So just seeing the Earth a different way, the sci-fi adventure, her learning about her past and her father, trying to figure out what happened. It's a really good mystery.
Yeah, I definitely remember you talking to me about this. I really like that bungee cable, I think that cord that they could hook on, and so they don't fly away. I love the classism part to kind of see how that impacts everybody. This is my genre, man. I love when they do like a natural disaster thing, and then you kind of see
Yeah.
like how it happens. You have like an evil corporation, whatever that kind of trope is,
Yep.
and then the whole father daughter thing's pretty cool too as well. Definitely going to
Yeah.
pick that one up. I love that genre, that type
Yeah.
of genre.
The only other thing that's different about this book, and it's not a spoiler, is there is a mutation that happened for some reason with this gravity thing, with all the gravity, low gravity, is that insects grew like really big. So some people, there's actually a group of people that train and ride them like ships all around town. And people are scared because a lot of these in this area is kind of like quarantined off because the average person will go in there, these insects will eat them. They will devour them. So it's really good. It has all little bits of everything in it.
Cool.
All right, the next book from Zack on his list is Paper Girls.
So I kind of cheated again, and I did it with a big writer, Brian K. Vaughan from Saga. He
Oh yeah.
wrote this at the same time as Saga. So if you like that writing about family, bond, but like in a big way. So like basically it is, I want to say like Goonies
Mm.
slash Stand By Me, but they're all like girls. But they go into like this intergalactic time travel, event. It's beautiful inside. It has like pastels,
Oh, I
in
love
here.
that. I love that.
It's an 80s feel. It
Okay.
is absolutely amazing. It's a coming of age story. Like I said, if you want something that is going to be super super nostalgic, but like I said, includes time travel, monsters, love, everything. It has everything. It's written by Brian K. Vaughan. You can't go wrong with this.
Not
I
at
think
all.
it's only like 5 volumes, and it is simply amazing. If you want to get feels back to the 1980s, you definitely got to pick up Paper
So
Girls.
I like your reference to Goonies. It also gave me a little when you described a little Stranger Thing vibes and that
Oh,
kind of
that Stranger Thing, yeah.
going with the 80s. And I got introduced to Brian K. Vaughan on his work with like X-Men. And then when he like got on to what's the book about? Why the Last Man.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
That's when I really started like reading all of Brian K. Vaughan stuff. So I can definitely I know he's a good writer, and I would definitely want to see what happens with this series, Paper Girls.
Yeah, I forgot about that as an X-Men. That was a good one.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? If you enjoyed the last video, make sure you check out part 2, where Zach and I break down more books that showcase strong female protagonists. All right, catch you next time. Peace. I'm your host, Joseph. Fiction Ink Flow. I'm your host, Joseph. Fiction Ink Flow. I'm your host, Joseph. Fiction Ink Flow. If you don't have it, you are truly missing. What's up? I'm your host, Joseph. Fiction Ink Flow.